a gun at cases of Bud Light. Like every corporation said, we're not going to call the drag queens this year. Then like, let's just stay away from it. Like it was really heartbreaking and really bad because I was like, shit, is this the new normal? But then that fades away and everyone's like, okay, drag queens back in 2024. Here we go. It's just like it's a cycle.
Wow, I never would have thought that the whole Dylan thing with Bud Light would kind of affect the drag community, but I mean, I guess that makes
Baby. But as
sense.
we said before, when there's a money involved, guess what? No drag
Right.
queens on the campaign then. That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where do you think the state of like media is? Because you have people like Ryan Murphy who have done, you have shows like Pose, and you have like Peppermint, it's like a double-edged sword. Peppermint's on the Traitors, but she's the first one that's sent home. Alan Cumming just spoke about this, that he said, yeah, this is actually problematic. Like, why is, Peppermint being the first one sent home, but she was there. So like where do you think the media is with all of this?
I mean, as long as you get in the room, like I think as long as you can get on those mainstream shows like Traitors, like me being on this entertainment show in Canada, like just like this, just having presence and also not being the gimmick. Like that's like you're saying, like yeah, like Ryan Murphy with Pose and stuff like that. It's like yeah, but like to the average audience, like that makes sense, right? Like seeing queer people in queer nightlife and struggling on television for a drama, like those straight people will watch that. Like that's normal for their brains. But the minute it's like, wait, a drag queen or a trans person on Survivor, like, wait, we hate this. And then people that are also contestants are the same people that watch this stuff. So they're like, oh, we'll get rid of her. So it's good because at least they're on it. Like Bob the drag queen also just got cast on Traitors. Um, but bad because then we are seeing what society thinks of queer people and trans people. They're going to send them home first and they're going to be mean to them. But, you know,
Right. Hopefully Bob will go farther.
there's one thing I know about Bob. Bob is a winner, baby. So fingers crossed.
Listen, after being on tour with Madonna, like that's good. That's a good battleground, right?
Yes, exactly. I think that's incredible.
Well, speaking of being on tour, I mean, you are about to embark
Woo!
on, August 23rd, your Devastasia album is out. You have a new single, Shut It Down, and your tour is about to start right after the album comes out. So, I mean, how are you feeling about all this?
I feel incredible. I mean, it is cray, you know, album covers and do I prove this and can you soften this and the text and the song has to get mastered and oh my god, like is the song sounding okay? Well, people like it, and then how am I gonna pay for this music video? I'm gonna have to shake my ass extra hard. I think about all these things that stress me out all the time. And then I take a step back and I'm like, oh my god, like I just want to do this. Like that's why, like the music is what sets my soul on fire, and I'm choosing to do it. I don't have a label telling me that I owe them an album. I'm the label, right?
Right.
Like I don't have like all this money to make music videos. Like if I want to make a music video, that means that I'm something else will lose money. I'm gonna have to rewear wigs for 3 months. Like these are real things, and I think about it, and I'm like, you know what, bitch, good for you. You want to have a music career. You want to be a pop star. Like go off, and I'm so happy that it's coming to fruition, and like we see the ticket sales and seeing that people are buying tickets to come see me on tour. Like I know I won Drag Race. I know I'm on We're Here, but when it's your baby, when it's your own project that you're fighting against the grain to do, to see that people are into it is like the most rewarding feeling. So I'm excited.
Do you enjoy like the business aspect of it like that? Like you've got to be learning a lot, right? Like it's got to be a good, or are you just like, ah, this is
No,
all
I'm a business girl through and through.
me
Like I'm
too?
so happy I came up in TV production because like I'm organized. I used to be an assistant production coordinator. I also used to be the person getting people their coffee. Like I know my foundation is so organized that like I could do this shit with my eyes closed. Everyone's like, Priyanka, like you work so hard. And I'm like, yeah, that's because mama knows how to send a call sheet, like I know how to organize people. I know how to run a team. Like I know how to give people their marching orders. And hey, it is crazy to me, like being like out of drag. I go by he, him, but people still call me she, her because like everyone calls me Priyanka, and I love that. And I don't care. Like call me whatever the fuck you want, right? I'm down. But it's funny, like when I used to be not Priyanka, like Mark, and I would like run teams and coordinate things, like everyone would listen. Being under a name of a woman's name, Priyanka, I'm like, oh my God, like people need to listen to women more because women are incredible, but they don't because of society. Is that crazy?
It's crazy that you've done both as Mark and as Queen Priyanka, and you see a difference. Yeah.
Oh my God, yes, I see a difference because everyone's crazy.
Everyone is crazy. What type,
Myself
how,
included.
well, I mean, a little crazy is good, right?
Yeah, exactly.
How would you describe the music on Devastasia?
It's so fun. It's so freeing. It's so like my whole goal in my life is just to create escapism and joy for people. And it makes me so happy because like the songs have like a little bit of like Bollywood twist in them, but like not too crazy, just like stuff that like I want music to sound like. I'm like, I want to hear music that sounds like my music. And I'm like singing, I'm fucking singing this album, and like it's really, really fun. It's cool. And it also just like captures me. And also just like I'm like, where do I sing music the most? I'm like in the shower, and then when I was a child in my bedroom, and I'm like, I want to create music for that kid, for that adult, for that person who like wants to be a star, and they're too embarrassed to say it, or they think they can't sing, or they think they can't dance, and like I want to create that big cinematic production sound so that when they put on this album, they feel like a star immediately.
We'll shut it down. I mean, that's a good example of all
Banger.
of that. Yeah.
A banger. Cinema. Paint the picture right. Silhouettes of fear are dancing in my mind. Yeah, it's a movie.
It's
It's
a
a movie.
banger. It's fun. It's fantasy. It's all of the
Yes.
above, right?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Who are, I said, who are your favorites? Who are your musical influences? Like, I've already come out as a huge Madonna gay and Cher gay.
Yeah.
So, who is it for you? Just even if it's not one of the fabulous ladies, like, who are your musical
Right.
influences?
I mean, like growing up, I was always Pussycat Dolls. Always. I'm not even growing up, like in my like when I was a teenager. Always, always, always. But I love Buttons because it had like an Arabian twist to it. That oh shit, that brown. And then they dropped J Ho, and I said, this feels like cultural appropriation, but go off, sis. Um, and I love like Girlicious. They were a girl group that was formed by Robin Anton as well. And I was like, why do I like all these girl groups? But there's just power, powerful, femininity, everything I was told I can't be, I now can be because I want to be. I don't give a fuck. So it's really, really cool. I would say like girl groups, Dainty Kane, Destiny's Child, of course, Beyonce, Blackpink, um, all those girl groups because like it's just so powerful to see them all do their thing.
All the girl groups. We love a little Pussycat Dolls.
Love living for Pussycat Doll.
Do you get into, are you a Swiftie? I am not a Swiftie, but I mean, the whole world seems